Greetings, welcome to PCM TV. And here we are discussing, or rather, we are welcoming you for our program, Know Your History. I am your host, Neville Mutemwa. And in this snippet of lesson, I'm going to be giving you church history, how history has spanned throughout the Christian era. And to help us decode the history in different eras, we are going to use the model given to us in the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and 3, and that is from the seven churches. So, from the seven churches, we get to find various, or rather, the seven periods of time through the Christian church was supposed to pass through. And so, when we go to that book, we find that we have actually seven churches which represent the seven periods of time through which the Christian church has to pass through, and that is Ephesus. From Ephesus, we have a second church which comes through, which is Smyrna. From Smyrna, we have Pergamos, Thyatira, Sardis, Philadelphia, Laodicea. And this will help us to come up with the periods of time that we're going to be dealing with as we deal with our snippets of history. So when we go back to our history, we get to find that actually the church of Ephesus is actually spanning from the period of 31 AD to 100 AD. That is basically the apostolic time. And when we go to the church of Smyrna, we get to find that it springs from 100 AD to 313 AD. That is actually the period when there was persecution in the first century. And from there, we talk about Pergamos, which ranges from 313 AD to 538 AD. And then from there, we go to the church of Thyatira, which moves from 538 AD to 1517 AD. And from there, we go to the church of Sardis, which moves from 1517 AD to a period of 1833 AD. And from there, we also go to the period of the Philadelphian church, which simply means brotherly love, which moves from 1833 to 1843. And then we go now to the last church, or the last period of Christian church, that is Laodicea, which moves from 1843 to the close of probation. And so we are going to be giving you snippets. We're going to be giving you parts of history that will help us comprehend, help us know our history. I'm going to be discussing things like, the apostles, how they managed to send the gospel during that time, and how they managed to be able to counteract, for example, the Nicolaitans talked about in the book of Revelation. And then we're also going to discuss how persecution took place actually in the first century. We're also going to discuss some notable reformers, like like Martin Luther, like John Wesley, John Calvin, all those people. We're going to discuss them and see how they played a role in Reformation and in Protestantism. We are also going to discuss various groups of people that are very important, like the Waldenses. We're also going to discuss some very interesting history in the Dark Ages, like the Inquisition and all those things. And we're also going to discuss, for the lovers of church history, the Seventh Adventist history. We're going to discuss the Millerites. We're going to discuss the Great Awakening. We're going to discuss even the period of the church in its formative years, that is the Seventh Adventist Church. So we're going to discuss quite a number of issues that we are going to take into consideration. And we hope that you'll be tuning in each and every time that we have this series. Remember, the program is Know Your History, and your host will always be Neville Mutemwa, and we are going to be going through this wonderful journey of history. Hope to see you there. Please be on time, and always remember to tune in whenever we have this program and other various programs that will be running on this TV. And one last thing, remember to subscribe.
PCM TV, giving meat in due season.